You think the system cares about giving you money? Like, the 9 to 5 life cycle, you think the system cares to give you what you are truly worth? Like, is your job paying you what you're really worth? Are you utilizing your full abilities and skills in the work that you're in right now? And if the answer is no, what are you doing there? Instead of depending on a system, what has God placed in your hand? What has God called you to do? What has God given in your hands and in your abilities and your capabilities to do? That's what you should be doing when it comes to your talents and your abilities. Do you feel like you're utilizing your full talents and abilities at your job that you're at right now? And the answer is no. God's calling you for something more, something greater. Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, Uplift Beyond 9 to 5 with Sean Christopher Jenkins, where I tell you all the advice and educate you on everything you need to know about how to make more money, how to make a passive income, how to grow your wealth and your net worth, how to get out of financial debt. I got plenty of answers for you. I got the cheat code for you of life, of how to manage money. And all you gotta do is subscribe to this YouTube channel, or follow me on my Facebook page, Uplift Beyond 9 to 5 with Sean Christopher Jenkins, or follow me on my TikTok page, Uplift Beyond 9 to 5, right? But anyways, welcome. All right. But all I ask for you to do is hit the like button, because like the advice I'm about to give you on this channel, the like button will help me to get monetized. It will help me to make another passive income, because in order to be a millionaire, you need multiple streams of income, right? So please watch this video all the way through, share this video, comment. If you got any questions about money, how to invest and stuff like that, just ask in the comment section of wherever you're watching from, and I'll make a video for you. All right. You guys have been asking a lot of questions, actually. And I got a lot of videos to do for you guys. But I just want to talk about a quote that I just posted and elaborate on it. And here it is. All right. So the quote is this. All right. I just posted this on my Facebook page, Uplift Beyond 9 to 5, and on my other Facebook page, Sean Christopher Jenkins. Okay. And then on my YouTube page and, stuff like that. But, anyways, I posted this, stop depending on the system. It will only fail you. Stop depending on the system, it will only fail you. And what do I mean by this statement? You guys know. Is the world fair? I mean, is the world fair to any and everybody? There's a thing in America that we say, justice for all, but is justice really for all people, or is it only for certain people, certain demographics, people who look a certain way? Like, is the world fair? And the answer to that question is a heck to the no. The world is not fair. And so when it comes to money, I'm just thinking about, I had somebody DM me on TikTok, and this video's for you. All right. She said that, she's going through a lot when it comes to money. Like, she got to work 2 jobs. She has to, she's so tired when she come home. All she got time for is to sleep, because she got work, and she needs to keep on working, because that's the only way she can make ends meet, in short. And that's the system. That's what I'm talking about. See, the system is failing us in multiple ways, and it's probably failing you too. So just because you have a degree doesn't mean that the system is going to be kind to you. Just because you had that job for a certain amount of time, just because you've been working that job and you've been doing a great job, doesn't mean the system won't fail you. Just because you saved a certain amount of money from that great job that you had, doesn't mean the system won't fail you. So when I'm talking about the system, you have to know how to protect yourself against the system. Because as soon as you depend on the system, as if the system is God or something, as if the system is the answer to all your questions, as soon as you give everything you got to the system, you'll figure out real quick that you made a mistake. So in life, you got to learn how to practice, you know, practice not putting all your eggs in one basket. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go here. One of my favorite scripture verses of all time. And I wasn't gonna go here, but it's a perfect time to go here right now. One of my favorite scripture verses of all time is it's in the book of Ecclesiastes. It says, "Ship your grain across many waters." Yeah, let me see. Yeah, here it is. I'm gonna read it for you. It's perfect for this video. Yes, Ecclesiastes chapter 11. We'll read verse 1 through 3, and it's probably just verse 1 through 2. Yeah, I think it's just 1 through 2 that I need. But let's go ahead and read it real quick. So, all right, I'm gonna share my screen. Instead of putting your eggs in one system, working out for you in this life, you gotta ship your grain across many waters. So let's elaborate on what that verse means. Okay. So Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 1 through 3 reads, "Ship your grain across." Yeah, y'all can barely see it. Let me make it bigger so you guys can see it better. All right, ship your grain across the sea. After many days, you may receive a return. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. All right, we'll stop right there. That's all we need. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verses 1 through 2. Now, let me elaborate on that real quick. So, this just means to, you know, invest in, put your stock in, to, seek opportunities in many areas of life. And it kind of reminds me of the parable of the talents. Like, there's a master who gave one servant. The master was going away, and he entrusted his inheritance, his interests, his talents with three of his servants. He gave one servant that's 5 talents, another servant 2 talents, and then another servant 1 talent. And the two that had 5 talents and 3 talents, or 2 talents, they actually invested the master's talents in multiple ventures, not just one. And the master gave each servant what he thought each servant could take and handle. And the person with 1 talent didn't do anything with his. So, long story short, the master wasn't pleased with the person who only had 1 talent and didn't do anything with it. So that's what I'm saying today. Like, we're called to, when it comes to money specifically, we're called to invest in many ventures. So that's why diversifying your money is great. So yeah, invest in multiple stocks, not just one, because just investing in one stock could be your downfall, because you don't know what disaster may come upon the land. So when it comes to not just investing, right? It's bigger than just investing. But in life in general, like, there's a lot of systems in life. Like, you're gonna trust the system when it comes to, your money. You think the system cares about giving you money? Like, the 9 to 5 life cycle, you think the system cares to give you what you are truly worth? Like, is your job paying you what you're really worth? And then on top of that, let me bring something even crazier. Are you utilizing your full abilities and skills in the work that you're in right now? And if the answer is no, what are you doing there? So if you got many talents, you need to be doing something with your talents, with your gifts. So, like, the young lady I'm talking about, she messaged me and said that she's just not in a good financial situation, and she needs to do something to help her to get over. Like, investing will help you in stocks. So I'm trying to motivate you guys to get the ball rolling. Like, what are you doing? Like, ship your grain across many waters, across the sea. You know how big the sea is? You know how many, what, if you put it in the sea, ship your grain, like, it's going to go in many places. Like, in grain, right? Because after many days, you'll receive a return. That's the scripture verse. Like, you'll receive something back. And the more you give, the more you're gonna get back. So, like, I was gonna say, before I lose my point, like, when it comes to your talents and your abilities, do you feel like you're utilizing your full talents and abilities at your job that you're at right now? And the answer is no. God's calling you for something more, something greater, just like He's calling me. And I'm only doing videos like this because this is what God called me to do. I don't know anybody that does the videos that I'm giving you guys right now. Like I know people on YouTube, like only one guy that's doing it anywhere near, well, I'll say two, anywhere near where I'm about what God has envisioned me to do. So um this is one of my many ways of using my talents, my grain, you know, and shipping it across the sea. So I don't know who's gonna watch these videos. I don't know who's gonna uh I don't know how this channel is going to grow. I don't know who's going to support it. I just know it's going to be greater than just my regular preaching ministry, or it's going to be tied in with it. I just know there's greater with it. You know what I mean? There's a return. So the more I invest in it, the more I want to get back. I just trust it. I know without a shadow of a doubt because I'm called to do this. So like, and that's the case for you. So like, instead of depending on a system, what has God placed in your hand? What has God called you to do? What has God given in your hands and in your abilities and your capabilities to do? That's what you should be doing, right? Like, yes, you need a job. Yes, you need to be working. Yes, you need an income from a job, sure, but don't depend on the system to help you to get over. Like, so what is that talent? What is that gift? What is that ability that God has given you? That vision, right? My people perish for lack of vision. You have a vision. God's giving you something. If especially you've been around on this earth for a long time, you should know what is that thing you've been putting off? What is that thing that God's been put on your heart to do? And it's a burden on your heart, and you just ain't done anything with it. That's what you need to be doing. Ship your grain across many waters, many ventures. After many days, you receive in return. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. I don't just do this financial channel. I got another channel, Uplift past Crossroads. Let me share my screen again. I got another channel, Uplift past Crossroads, where I preach the Bible, teach Bible studies, have Bible studies, host Bible studies. My wife posts videos about our family and stuff on here, vlogs. Like I've been doing this since 2018 and I still don't get paid from it. I got almost 700 videos, right? I got a game channel now. I need to pull that up real quick. Yeah, let me pull up my game channel real quick. I got a game channel now. It's called Uplift Game and Comics. And that's where I game stream. So, and I know for sure with that. And I'm gonna talk about comic books, DC comics, Marvel comics, Batman and Superman. I'm gonna talk about that on there. So, like, well, that's not it. It's Uplift Game and Comics right here. My bad. Yeah, this one. So, like, yeah. So this is one of the ways I know I can make an income. In short, okay, like, and I'm self-employed already, so I make money from stocks, and I've been doing that since 2023. I made a lot of money from stocks, and actually last year, I'll be honest with you guys, I made $93,000 last year total, and I was technically unemployed. Well, not technically, I was unemployed, and I only made it from stocks technically. So, $93,000. That's the most money I ever made in a year. So, like, I invested in more than one venture. I seen what it looked like up close and personal. And you can even do it with stocks. I'm gonna share my screen again. And this is the last thing I'm gonna share, and I'm gonna end the video. But like with my stocks, so like just in case you don't believe me with what I'm saying, like, I made total last year. Let me make the screen bigger. So total last year, I made $93,542. This is all the ways I made money last year. Obviously, I didn't make any money apart from my stocks, really. Right? So this is the power of investing. Remember that scripture verse, ship your grain across many waters, because you don't know which one will grow, which one will be successful, right? So on my stock portfolio, this is my current stock portfolio. Let me make the screen bigger. All right. And it's not current. This is like last week. It's doing way better now because I've been selling out of AMD slowly. So like, you know how Dave Ramsey said you need an emergency fund. So the emergency fund needs to be 6 months, 3 to 6 months over. No, F that. You need to grow your money so much where you got more than an emergency fund. You have a lot of money. You have a huge nest egg of protection, right? That's what an emergency fund is. It gives you options. It gives you power. It gives you freedom. It gives you opportunities. That's what money does. So the more money you have, the more you're going to be able to do. The more you're going to feel secure. You know what I'm saying? Like money solves a lot of problems and answers a lot of questions in this life. So like, and emergency fund, $10,000. Let's say that should be the emergency fund. Like that's a pretty good emergency fund, right? Like how long will it take you to spend $10,000? So like Right now, my portfolio is at $89,000. But let's talk about in the best case scenario. Best case scenario, my portfolio when the market's doing good was at $101,000. So how many times? How much would it take me to spend $10,000 out of $101,000? So this was the power of investing. So when you invest your money, so here goes some stocks you can invest in. So I got AMD, I got Amazon. You can add Google, you can add Nvidia, you can add Tesla, but that's not really a good one right now. Because some stocks, have their seasons, and then other stocks like it's you just gotta invest in stocks at the right time. SoFi is my number one stock. That's the stock I like the most. Um, so yeah, but you see, I have let's say I invested $20,000 into SoFi. It's at $22,000 right now. I think right now, this today, I should have pulled it up. It's at like 23,000, 24,000. But you see what I'm saying? Like how much would how long will it take me to spend $23,000? If my emergency fund is supposed to be $10,000. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what happens when you continually build out your emergency fund, and you know you continually add to your wealth, your net worth, and you continually save and invest. Like over time, you can start generating wealth and then generating passive income. So like when crap hits the fan and you need money, hey, it's here. That's what money does. That's the power of investing. So the system failed you because it doesn't educate you on what to do with your money, what to invest in, what should I do, with and where should I place my money? Because not everybody places their money in the right place. Like you've been taught and brainwashed by the system to just save your money. That's it. Just save your money and put your money in a bank. But the bank ain't doing nothing with your money every single day. You need to be making money every single day. You shouldn't have to work physically going to a physical location to make money if you already have money saved. So once you start building out your money, $5,000, $10,000, if you have $20,000 saved, bro, invest it. Invest it. Go to Fidelity. That's a brokerage account. Go to Vanguard. That's a brokerage account. Go to Merrill Lynch or Charles Schwab. You know what I'm saying? All those names. Like those are companies that have been around for a long time, since like 1950. Like the SEC, the IRS, they know them. Like they send tax forms back to you based on how much money you made, and you don't have to calculate it. And they're trusted companies. Like if crap hits the fan and banks shut down and financial institutions shut down, these companies are gonna be the last one to shut down because everybody's entrust their money to them. Famous people, rich people. You see what I'm saying? Politicians. And a politician put their money somewhere, it's good. A good place to put your money. See what I'm saying? So like Apple is a good stock to invest in. Meta, Celsius Holdings. Like this is where you store your money and start building it out here, paycheck to paycheck, dollar cost averaging. Keep on putting your money little by little into successful businesses, thriving businesses. If you're interested in investing in stocks, because when you do that, it don't matter what the system does to you, because you already done protected yourself from the system doing something from you by accumulating wealth, generating wealth, adding to your nest egg, and growing your money. Right? You see what I'm saying? So that's today's video. I'm gonna cut it short. If you guys enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Here goes our YouTube channel, Uplift Beyond 9 to 5 with Sean Christopher Jenkins. Please subscribe to it. If you got any questions, leave a comment, like this video. Okay. If you enjoyed that quote, I'm gonna hit you guys with a lot of quotes a lot. So y'all get ready for that. I'm also on TikTok, Uplift Beyond 9 to 5. And if you need to see my other social media pages, right? I worked really hard on social media, preaching the Bible, putting motivational quotes up, you name it. I talk about, comic books too and stuff. Like I talk about a lot. I do a lot, but here goes my other social media platforms, and then also my YouTube channel, that almost has 700 videos, my sermons, my Bible studies. Check that out. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this video. And please, if you got any questions, just send me a DM or leave a comment, and I'll do a video on the question that you ask. Okay. I hope that helped you. I hope what I talked about helped you today. All right. Talk to you guys later.